Hey everybody, so for the most part I've just been having, since the release, the first 20 comments were all super positive, extremely excited. We got signups out the gate. People were tripping about this. We've had some big names come on board. We've had some big names say this is the dopest idea. I'm going to sign up right now. We have some big names coming on. But in the same sense, there's always a few people who, kind of are doubting it and everything like that, and there are some concerns. And so instead of focusing on, non-worthy concerns, I'm actually going to instead focus on something that I think is actually very worthy. And so one thing I want to talk about here is someone brought up a really good point, which I would love to talk about, and that's kind of why I made this. So this video is actually to talk about this. So here is a really great point. You see 3 people like this. So there's a few people thinking the same thing. So I wanted to clear up, or at least give my side on what I've done to try to protect against these things. So let's go ahead and go on into it. So Cloak Beats brought up a very solid, good point. So you're going to have 1,000 producers, and every time one of them uploads a new beat is going to send out an email blast to the mailing list. That's going to be 3,000 to 5,000 email lists a week, which will instantly get old and spammy to the recipient. And I know you're only selecting 1,000 great producers, but I can only think of 250 or 300 that are talented and unique enough to have industry-ready mixes, and that's being generous. So the other 750-ish will basically be the same sound and quality as already keeps labels and rappers from clicking links due to the insane amount of whackness on the net, but helping you generate 20K a month or whatever, etc., etc. I'm sure your heart and head is in the right place. I just wonder what the answers are. So I really do appreciate that criticism, and I'm going to actually respond to that with this video. And so what I wanted to say in the response is basically here's how the network works. Yes, we have a limit of 250 to 500 producers. So once we get to 250 or 500 producers, when it gets to that point to where it's getting more saturated, we're going to create a second website which is going to be exactly built just to allow us to start with a fresh mailing list, build a new mailing list, build a new community, and that way saturation gets less. So after 250 or 500 producers, we're going to do that. I know I said 1,000 in the video, but in the video right after that, which you find on the members area in the inside, I actually explain that 250 to 500 is most likely what's going to end up happening. And the reason we're only going to accept 250 to 500 producers is so that saturation doesn't happen. Here's the thing. I'm going to make sure that if we get to that point, once we're getting to that point to where we have too much traffic coming in, we have too many people coming on board, etc., or whatever, and we want to make sure saturation doesn't go down, first of all, at 250 to 500 producers, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a brand new website, brand new mailing list. But I don't want you guys to think that we're going to be posting up a bunch of whack producers and that anyone can get on board if they just pay $20 a month, because that is not the case. I try to make that clear. So basically, we are only going to be accepting the people who are hot. Now, the people who are good but they're not great, we still have an opportunity for them. And let me show you exactly what that opportunity is. On the front page of Beats for Legends, I'm just going to log in here. Let's see if I can make the screen smaller for you guys. Fit this little screen. Okay, so as you can see, here's the page, and as you can see, it's mobile optimized, so making it small is no problem. It just fits in. So we have the top selling beats, but then underneath that, we have discount beats. So this is the area where we will allow slightly less good producers who are still good enough to make it on the team, but not good enough to get into our top sellers. They're going to end up putting their beats up here in the discount beats area, and they can have up to 5 beats in there at a time, selling for $50 to $100 exclusive rights. This gives kind of worse producers who are still good but not great the ability to still be on the team and still get promoted and still sell beats just on the discount store. And so that is going to open up opportunities. Remember that I know that you guys are focused on saturation and everything like that, and that's extremely important. So when it comes down to it, on the front page, you have to realize that you're getting front page spotlight with your top selling beats. If you do not make it into there, you get the discount spotlight. And that's not to mention the other front page spotlights, such as beat CDs and drum kits and stuff like that on the front page. So don't get too caught up in the posts and whether or not they're going to be promoting you the most, because remember, we're giving you the post promotion, we're giving you the email blast promotion, but we're also giving you front page promotion, and we're also giving you a drum kit promotion, and we're also giving you beat CDs promotion on the front page. So please remember that the traffic coming in, it's going to residually make the front page, basically the front page will get the most traffic of all as the posts go out. And just so you guys know, as soon as we hit like 100 members, I'm going to cut the rate in half. So you're only going to be able to post up 5 beats per month at that point, one every 6 days, or maybe even once a week, post up a beat to keep saturation down and to keep everyone's promotion going well. And aside from that, we're also going to have it changed to actually send out 2 email blasts instead of 1. Now, we're sending out 1 per day, so even if there are 10 new posts, 1 email blast will go out with all 10 of those posts linked inside, okay? So even as we start to get saturated, the email blast rate won't go up, and so that's going to make it so that we stay under the saturation limit. At the same time, once somebody does, you know, sign up, they're on the squad and they've kind of made it and they're posting their beats, we make sure that only a few of their beats really make it into the top stores or into the discount stores to keep saturation low. And of course, these flash stores can handle unlimited beats, so we can have a lot of beats on the home page. And the hope is to get them going pretty quickly, to get them selling pretty quickly. So this is kind of what I want you guys to keep in mind. And keep in mind all these ideas, because as soon as the saturation gets higher, we're going to double the amount of emails sent, so just 2 emails a day. And you know, we can even up it to 3. And I talked about this before. In my experience, I've sent even 5 email blasts one day and had nobody complain, no complaints, no problems with my beat selling list, with my beat list. And the reason is because they like the new downloads coming out. They like seeing new downloads. As long as we keep the quality up, we'll be okay. And that's, I think, is an important factor. So keep that in mind. We can send 2 email blasts per day, and we're going to cut it down to 5 posts per month. And we're only going to allow 250, maybe 500, maybe, but probably 250 producers before we go on to the next site. So hopefully this gives you some ideas about how we're going to keep saturation down. If you guys have any more questions or any more concerns, please let me know, because I'd really like to clear up anything and make you guys feel as confident as possible that I'm going to make this community as good as possible and not turn it into a spam fest, not turn it into something that I don't want it to be. My heart is in the right place. I am trying to help the music producer community, so let's do that.